Here I'd like to take a quick tour of some of the file formats that you might wish to save your Adobe Illustrator artwork in or to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File and I'm going to choose Export, and I'm going to go to my desktop and just show you this list here. As you can see, we have the BMP file format, which is simply a bitmap image. Not too much detail, but it's okay. We have Targa, which is great when you want to use your artwork for 3D textures in an animation application such as Lightwave or Maya or anything that supports the .tga Targa format. We have the Portable Network Graphics format, which is PNG of course, and it allows you to have transparency in your images. And I normally use this when I'm in Photoshop. We have the DWG, which is for AutoCAD, for you architects out there. We also have the Swift format for Flash, which you'll be using quite a bit if you have the Creative Suite with Flash. So you can make your symbols and all kinds of great artwork in Illustrator, bring them into Flash, and then animate them. We have the JPEG format, which is great for web use, and JPEG gives you nice gradation in color from, dark colors to light colors. We have the PICT format, which is kind of like the BMP format, a very simple picture file. We have the .psd file format, which is for Photoshop documents, so that your Illustrator files can be opened in Photoshop with no problem, with layers intact and all kinds of great stuff. We have the tag image file format, the TIFF, which is interchangeable between Macintosh and Windows PCs. Although you can also use JPEGs with no problem and some of the other file formats, such as PSD. We also have the text format, which is pretty self-explanatory, and we have Windows Metafile. So let me go ahead and cancel this, and then go to File and choose Save As. And as you see, when we go to File Save As, we can choose to save our documents in the Adobe Illustrator file format. Of course, when you choose this option, you're also given the ability to choose different types of Illustrator documents. Let me demonstrate that to you. I'll go to Desktop and I will rename this Thief 2, and I'll leave it as Adobe Illustrator document and save. And now you see a dialog box appears asking me which version. Now you might be wondering, why in the world would they do this? Well, everybody doesn't have Illustrator CS3, or not yet. And some people like to use older Macs, and you might want to save a file format for them that they can open up. Keep in mind, though, that a lot of the advanced features in the newer versions of Illustrator are not going to be compatible in the older versions. So don't expect them to be able to operate your file in the same way that they would if they had Illustrator CS3. All right, let me go ahead and cancel that and go back to File, Save As. We also have the EPS file format, which is the encapsulated PostScript file format, which is great when you want to use your artwork in InDesign or some other page layout application. We can have an Illustrator template file, the Adobe PDF, which is portable document format, and some other file formats here such as SVG and SVG compressed. So what we can do now is choose to save our artwork in any of those formats and then use the Illustrator file format to make artwork for Photoshop, Lightwave, and many other applications. So you don't have to just worry about having your Illustrator file open up in Illustrator. You can share your artwork with other platforms such as Mac or PC, as well as other applications.